Good morning, Charulata. Thank you so
Morning.
much for coming and making it to the Popori. This is the fourth edition we are shooting here, and thank you so much for making this. You are always been an inspiration leader for us, and a great person to look at. The great leader where we actually the young talent look at you. So here I just wanted to have a candid chat with you. So can I have a random questions rapid fire round?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
So, hopefully, it would be like 73 questions. Are you okay with 73?
73? I've never given such a long exam.
So, though this is not one of the 73 questions. So, all your
Okay.
73 questions are there
Go ahead.
on the way. Thank you so much. So, this is your first question. So, everybody knows you as a director. Can we know the Charulata of the other side of the Charulata?
Oh my God, the other side has so many other sides. Which side do you want to know? I don't know. But the other side has adventure seeker, sports lover. I love soccer and I love many other sports too. I'm a mom and I love being a mom to my son. And what are the others? I love writing. That's my biggest passion. I love writing and I love teaching. I love coaching. And I love learning new languages. I just like anything that comes my way. That's my other side.
Wow, that's so energetic, Charulata, to start with. What's the best childhood memory you have as a child?
Childhood memory, best childhood memory. I think all the holidays I took with my parents would be the best childhood memory. Each one of them. I have a very vivid picture of all of that in my mind. Somehow, those memories haven't faded away at all. And I think, being with family, the usual for all children, when you're with family, with grandparents, with cousins, and all of that. But I think the best memories would be the holidays I took with my parents, wherever it was. And especially, no, I think that would be it. Yeah, all of that.
What is one thing you wanted to do but never did till now?
One thing I now. There's really nothing there to me, honestly, because I think whatever I wanted to do, I always tried it out at least once, right? And I never wasted a moment to try that out. I didn't wait for another 10 years to try it out. I always tried things out when I wanted to try it out. Because, I feel that life shouldn't be very long and boring. Life should be short and exciting, if at all, right? I'd love a long and exciting life, but you can't guarantee that. So don't put off anything till later is my philosophy. So I've tried out whatever I wanted to try out. But yes, were there certain things I wanted to pursue in my life, which didn't happen as a long-term thing? That probably is there, but no regrets. I enjoy whatever I'm doing.
What's the best childhood memory?
So, like a lot of children, I mean, most children have great memories with their parents and holidays with grandparents and friends and cousins and all that. So I think we used to holiday a lot. We still do. So I think my best memories would be my holidays that I took with both my parents around. And they're great fun people too. So I really had a lot of fun. But again, there's another childhood memory which is all in my school. I was extremely mischievous. And I think some of the mischief that I did and getting caught was the fun part of it, right? There's no point in doing mischief and not getting caught. So I would often get caught in school with that. But I think they were harmless mischief. They were just more for fun. But I really enjoyed being a mischievous. On the one hand, I was a very, very shy girl. So most people didn't suspect that I could be up to pranks and mischief. So that was the fun part of it. I really enjoyed being that.
Is Charulata a shy girl?
I used to be very, very, very shy when I was in my school, in my teens. I think I was very shy. If you ask me now, perhaps not. I don't think I'm such a shy person.
How come Charulata has metamorphosed from a shy girl to the inspiration leader?
From shy people can also be very, very inspiring, right? I don't think the two are mutually exclusive. I'm not shy anymore. But I think that I can tell you why I'm not shy. But I know a lot of shy people who are very inspiring, who don't necessarily talk a lot, but they are very inspiring by their action, right? And there are many sports personalities like that, many famous scientists like that. You inspire people by your work, by how you help people go through their life and change their change their outlook to a more positive outlook. That can happen even if you're shy. But how did I change? I don't know. I think there was one day, I still remember, yes, actually, I know. There was one day when I told myself that I was too shy, so I felt that I couldn't talk to a lot of people around me. And one day I told myself that I am going to change. I did tell myself, I said, I sat in front of the mirror and I looked at myself very, very hard. And I said, I'm going to change. I'm going to become a person who everyone can relate to and nobody will have a problem talking to. And when I told myself that one day, I started working on it. I consciously started working on it. I started talking to everybody around, whether it made sense or not. And I started understanding how do you connect with people. It just kind of came slowly as I interacted with more and more people. That's it.
What is the most important thing in life for you?
Life itself. That's the most important thing, I think. Life comes with so many dimensions, so many things which it brings to you. Everything that life brings to you, you should see it with the same importance. Whatever it brings to you, the joys, the sorrows, the ups, the downs, the opportunities, the missed opportunities, right? Everything becomes important in the next step forward. And I know it sounds philosophical, but I genuinely believe in that, right? And I live my life like that. Today, whatever it comes my way will be as important as what came my way yesterday. And I'll deal with today the way I need to deal with it. So, everything in life.
So, you are such an energetic bundle. What inspires you to be so energetic and active all these years?
I think it's partly because everybody in my house is like that. My parents, my sister, my brother, everyone in my family. We are all very highly energetic people. We wake up really early, very early. We go through the day. We don't sleep in the afternoons. We pack our day with a lot of things. And I think it comes from seeing people around you being like that. So I think it's important that, we understand that surround yourself with people the way you want to be, right? And that helped a lot. Even my friends were very energetic. And I think the other part was, like I said, I think somewhere inside me, I want to do so many things. And I feel that life is given to us, right, as a gift. We must make the most of it, right? Sleeping too much seems such a waste of time for me. So I try not to oversleep, adequate, so that I wake up with energy. But then I pack my days with a lot of things that I want to do. That's it.
Wow. What is Charulata proud of herself?
I don't think about it like that. I don't think about anything that I'm proud of myself. At least not now. There were moments earlier when you're young, it's important to be proud of yourself for things. Today where I am, I don't know if it's about, I don't do anything to feel proud of myself. I just do it because I enjoy it. If I'm just proud of one thing, maybe is that my ability to multitask, my ability to not crumble under pressure. I think these are two things which I carry with me well.
Okay. So what's the best compliment you got when you were a teenager?
Okay. So...
And honest compliments.
That I don't know. There's so many dishonest compliments around. I have no idea whether people are being honest or dishonest. But it's good to take the compliments you like, right? And discard the ones you don't. So anything that makes you feel better, it's a good compliment. I think one thing I probably often heard in my young days, in my teenage, was that I did tend to smile a lot, and which I tend to even now. And people did tell me that brings a lot of sunshine. So I've been happy with keeping that word associated with me even today.
So you were known as the sunshine when you were a teenager?
Yes.
Okay.
And even later at work, I remember one of my seniors telling me exactly the same word. So somewhere if I can bring that in people's hearts, then I'm happy.
Tell me about 3 things about Charulata that nobody knows.
Oh no, now everybody will know, right? 3 things that nobody knows. One would be, I think that... so I wanted to be an actress. Right, that was what I wanted to do. I really wanted to be an actress. I got a lot of opportunities to act as well in theatre, and I had film opportunities, but family was not in favor of me being an actress. Even though I wanted to convince them this wouldn't be commercial films, but more crafty art films, but yet it was a bit of taboo. So I missed that opportunity. I did try my hand at it, but I think that didn't become a long-term thing. That was one. And I think, what was it that people don't know about me? I think, actually, there is not so much that people don't know. It's all there, right? Social media exposes you completely. If you look up some stuff on social media, you'll probably find everything about me there. Yeah, there's not that much.
Does Charulata has any phobia on anything?
I'm really scared of rats and lizards. I'm petrified. I'm so petrified. If I see a rat or a lizard somewhere, I will not enter that building or the room. I'm scared. I'm really scared of those. And yes, also bungee jumping. I can do extreme sports. I've tried all kinds of things, but bungee somehow makes me feel my legs will come off. I'm never going to try it.
Okay, this smiling bubbly, does any time get angry?
I do. I do get angry. It's rare. More often than not, it's on my son when he doesn't study or doesn't eat properly. Those are the moments I get angry with him, which I have to because he has to do it. But yes, I do get angry. There are certain things that I don't appreciate and I don't like. But my anger doesn't come out in loud words and screams. It comes out in having conversations, or it also comes out in firmness of action. But I don't really create a dramatic anger bout around me.
What irritates you at workplace?
Lack of discipline. For all of this I seem to be, but I'm a very disciplined person, and I do not like a lack of discipline in the organization by anybody, and that bothers me a lot. People not showing up on time, people committing to things and not delivering or not even communicating that they need more time, and loose talk in the organization is something I do not like at all. And I don't like people being judgmental of anybody. I'm not a judgmental person. I do not like anyone being judgmental about anyone. So those are things that bother me and get me a little angry and upset.
I like your dressing a lot. Where do you shop from?
Wherever I'm traveling, I don't particularly go out to shop. I just look for things that I find interesting while I'm walking around. Lots of street shopping as well. Lots of these upcoming designers who sell their things on the streets. I buy from them, and very few very large designer brands. I'm not really caught up with that. I do indulge once in a while, but that's not that often. And I keep my things very well. So I keep things which have been with me for the last 20 years. Some of my clothes for the last 20 years. Some of my trinkets that I wear and stuff 15, 20 years ago that I bought. I keep them all with me. I've got so many things which I bought 15, 20 years ago, you can't imagine. So I don't get rid of them unless... And they all come back, right? Fashion keeps coming back. And I've never been driven by fashion anyway. I just kind of wear whatever I think I feel good in. So that's it. I do coordinate things, but it takes me less than 5 minutes to do that. It's all kind of very quickly put things together and wear it. So I don't spend too much time in front of the mirror.
Tell me about your family.
My family is, the family now is husband and a son. He's 12 years old. And he is very into sports. He loves sports. And he plays judo and football and basketball. That's him. And beyond that, of course, my parents' side of the family, I have a sister and a brother. My sister is in the US. She's older than me. My brother's also older than me. And we are a very close family, very, very close family, very close to each other. And we talk almost every day. And then we have my in-law side of the family, which is also a very close-knit family, and I'm pretty close to all of them. So both ways, we have a very good time when we all get together.
When was your last vacation and where?
My last vacation was in It was in Dubai. Yeah, I took my son there because we lived in the Middle East, all around the Middle East for about 7 years. So I wanted to take him there and show him all the places we were in. This time we did Dubai. I took him there for a week and showed him places we worked in, we lived in, the friends we had, and that's the holiday we had recently.
Wow. What's your favorite food? What do you like?
I like Indian food the most. Absolutely like Indian food. Vegetarian Indian food is my favorite. Would be followed by Mexican. I think I like Mexican food as well. Yeah.
What is the one quality you get inspired in young talent now?
You mean what do I find in the young talent right now is inspiring?
Yeah.
I think the young people. There's a lot to learn from them, right? I think the young people today, what they bring is the risk appetite they have to try new things, right? They're not too worried about the future, and therefore they're not bound by keeping their future secure, right? They are a lot more about, I want to do something exciting today, and I want to experiment, I want to try something new, and that, I think, makes them far more innovative than I think our generations were in the past. And I find that a very interesting trait, and I learn from that. I try and spend a lot of time when I come into the office to be with my young people on the floor, because when you just chat with them and understand how they live their life, it's very interesting, because you pick up from them that, you know, it's not about worrying about the future, it's about living it today and the power of now. I mean, some of them haven't even read the book, The Power of Now, but they live it. And many of us read such a book and understand what the power of now is. And I think they're living it right now. So it's interesting for me.
What's the best thing in your son?
In my son?
Yeah.
He's a very sensitive person. He's extremely sensitive to other people's feelings. And also, I think what's amazing about him is his passion for sports. I like that. Which also means that he doesn't necessarily spend too much time on his gadgets and his PS4s. He prefers to go out and play. I like that.
Okay, what strikes to your mind when you hear office?
Get away from my son's homework.
Okay, and son?
Get away from the office stress.
Life?
Very exciting.
Saturday morning?
Super exciting, because it's a weekend and it's full of things to do.
And Monday morning?
Monday morning, as good as Saturday morning.
Wow. What is one decision you took in life on a gut feeling?
Gut feeling. Many such. I think I am driven a lot by my gut feeling on many things. I think the one important decision, of course, was moving to the Middle East. When it was the first time I was leaving the country to live somewhere else, and there was this gut feel about. Of course, we did it because my husband got posted there with his role, and I consciously and most eagerly embraced it, because it was a gut feel that life is about to change. I did get that feeling that life is going to change and it's going to be very interesting. There'll be new things I'll explore. It was the first time I was going to live another country. Though I'd visited all the countries before, but living somewhere else is a completely different thing, right? So that's the part that I think was my first gut feel move that I did. And the second thing on gut feel was also about shifting to Hyderabad from Mumbai recently, when I took up this role with Accenture. And seems like that's good too, because a lot of good things have happened since I've moved here. And I'm happy with those two decisions. But in between, there were so many things that I did based on gut feel, right? The new initiatives I took up, the new risks I took up. A lot of it has been in gut feel, in fact. And it's all worked out well.
What are your plans for next 5 years?
Next 5 years? No, it's too long a time for me to think about. Had you asked me maybe 10, 15 years ago, I could have thought about something. But, life changes so fast. Things change so rapidly. I'm not thinking about next 5 years. Actually, I'm not thinking about long-term plans on life, right? To me, if I can continue on this journey that I have, which is explore new things and enjoy it as you go by, the journey itself is interesting. So I'm happy to live the journey and not think about where am I going to reach in the next 5 years.
What is success for you? Do you think you are successful in life now?
I don't think about the word success. It doesn't matter to me. It's success is a external perception of people, how they see you, and you get influenced by that a lot, right? When people today, for a lot of people, having a huge summer house in the south of France is successful, right? For a lot of people, having a lot of money to buy the best cars in the world is successful. For a lot of other people, getting out on adventure is successful. Being one with nature is successful. For a lot of other people I know, just an awakening from within and getting to know yourself better and finding your own peace and balance is successful. So it's an external measure often that we live by. And I don't want to live by anyone else's opinion of why I'm successful or whether I'm successful or not, right? So I don't live by that measure of success at all. I just live by a measure of, am I feeling satisfied and am I living a fulfilling life today? And how can my tomorrow be as good is what I look at. That's it.
Wow. What is your favorite holiday destination?
Firstly, any new place I've not been to is what I like to do, right? So every year I try to find one new place I've not explored before. But of the places I've been to in the past, I think some of my best memories of holidays have been in Lebanon. I love that city. I love the Middle East a lot. I've explored that a lot. Lebanon, Jordan. I love those places. And I loved Russia. I think Russia was a big eye-opener for me. It's such a, when I went there, not too many people, even today, people don't know enough about Russia. And when you go there and you discover the kind of art they have, the kind of literature they have, the richness of all of this that they are holding so close to themselves, the world hasn't discovered it yet. Even today, I believe the world has not discovered Russian heritage and culture beyond Dostoevsky and Chekhov, right? And even in their art, I mean, their artists are not as well known around the world. They're not marketed, they're not publicized, and so we miss out on a lot of wonderful things that country has to offer. So that would be a beautiful place that I would like to go back to sometime.
As Friendship Day was around, who is your best friend? And how did you celebrate your Friendship Day this time?
Actually, I completely missed Friendship Day. I didn't know when it was, and I got some posts on WhatsApp, and that's when I discovered that it's Friendship Day late in the evening. I don't have one best friend. I have really surrounded myself with a lot of very, very close friends. If I look at it, they're all my best friends, and I'm best friends to them. If I was pushed to choosing one, it would definitely be my son. We are very close, and we are a lot like friends between each other. And I think if I were to find a shoulder to lean on, the first one would be my son, that I would take my things to. And I guess it's the other way around too. So we are best friends.
What's your favorite song?
No one favorite song again, because I listen to a lot of music. I listen to a lot of world music. I listen to a lot of music in different languages, different Indian languages, even Baroque music I listen to. I listen to a lot of classical, Western classical, Indian classical. So there's so much I listen to. I don't constrain it to just one favorite, but I do like a lot of the Bengali songs very much. I find them very rich in lyrics and very lilting tunes to it, and they stick in my mind a lot more. The one song that keeps coming back to me is there was a Hindi rendition of it as well.
Can you hum for us?
I'm not a singer at all.
But still, just hum for us.
I can try, but then you'll have to cut it out if it doesn't come out well at all, right? Because I'm not a singer. This was the Bengali version, and the Hindi version was Ye Nain Dare Dare.
Okay.
So I like this very much. I find this a very beautiful number.
What is the one quality you want to improve in Charulata?
Many. I keep discovering things every day that I should improve. I think I should improve. I think I should. Let me think about it. I think I should. I should learn to relax a bit. I think I should learn to slow down sometimes a bit. I think I'm constantly on a fast pace every day by nature, but I'm not sure that's ultimately such a good thing, because if I slow down sometimes a little, it does, and I've tried it, it does help me to refuel, replenish myself, and go back with more richer thinking.
What are your hobbies? What do you do in your free time?
I write. Writing is one of my hobbies. I love writing. I write a lot. I'm a columnist with some of the newspapers and some of the media houses. So I keep writing quite a bit. And my hobby is to travel as well. I love traveling. So these two would be my... And I love cooking. Cooking is a big hobby for me. So I often try new things and I keep experimenting with my food.
One favorite line?
Favorite line? One favorite line.
If you were given Dave,
Jessa?
if Charulata is put it in an area or a zone where without an access to our internet and access to your mobile, how did Charulata prefer to spend her day?
I can only do that if my son is with me. I cannot do that anymore if he's not around, because I would be worried. I would need to know that he has access to me. I don't need to call him all the time, but I definitely need to know that he can have access to me. So if for 24 hours I don't have my phone with me, I think I would like to spend it with him. Switch off the phone, spend it with him. We'd like to go trekking. We go trekking together quite a bit, so we like that.
May I know your birthday? Yeah, year can be a secret again.
28th of May.
Thank you so much. Tell me a few desires or wishes which you are still waiting to fulfill.
I have many places I have listed out that I need to see. And I want to see those places. I want to meet the new people in those places. And I have soft launched a book which I would like to see completed. I'm not finding time to complete it. I did the book reading with the soft launch, but it has to be completed now. So I need to put my energy behind that. That's it.
What is your nickname? Or do you have any few nicknames?
I have quite a few. Everyone uses a certain nickname for me. I don't know, Charlotte, CK, Nayana. I don't know. There's like so many nicknames. I've forgotten what it is. But pretty much everyone calls me Charulatha now.
What is the best gift you received till now?
They're not the material gifts. I've received a lot of material gifts, but none of them would compare to, I think, the what both my parents have taught me in terms of strength of mind and the resilience, and not just resilience, the strength of mind to embrace everything in life with the same with the same zest and vigor, and to never give up. I think this is something I've learned from my parents, and they have gifted this to me because they have taught me this. Never give up and look at life always positively. I think the positivity is the best gift I have received from them. And I would say from life, it would be my son, which has been my best gift to me.
How many languages do you know, ma'am?
I know Tamil, Hindi, Bengali. I understand and speak quite a bit of Telugu also, Marathi, Spanish, and I can understand Oriya. Actually, I can understand most languages of India. I can't speak all of them, but mostly I understand everything.
Okay. Tell me one name which strikes to your mind when I say hardworking.
As a person,
Yeah. I mean, you can name one person who is like, who you think he's a hardworking.
a person in my life I have met
Yeah. Or in an organization, Accenture.
in Accenture.
Yeah.
Um, it wouldn't be fair to call out one person. I mean, there are so many hardworking people here. It would be really unfair to call out only one person in that, because I come in early and I see so many people earlier than me and leaving later than me, and really not just from a time point of view, but what they bring to the business, right? What they bring to the organization. I'm seeing a lot of people around me. Well, should I start? I guess it'd be unfair to name just one person because, especially in Accenture, when I walk in and I see that, so many people are working really, really hard every day. And it's not just about the time they're putting in. They all come in early, leave late. It's not about the time so much, but it's about how sincerely and how they own this entire piece of business and feel that they are, they feel the ownership and the responsibility. That's very humbling for me because it's not easy to really feel that sense of ownership all the time. I find a lot of people here, in fact, anyone I've come across here is very, very hardworking. And they put in their best, and we've got such a rock solid relationship with our clients as well. So I think their contribution can't be undermined by just naming one person out of it.
Enthusiastic?
Person?
Yeah,
You're saying?
yeah.
Enthusiastic, we're here in Accenture. Again, everybody here is very enthusiastic. I really wouldn't want to call out one person's name, but one person does strike me as being highly enthu, is a person called Vinod Kalahasti. Okay? You just meet him, you see him, he walks into the room, he's brimming with energy. He comes in, and even if you're worried, even if the team is worried about something, he walks in with so much energy and he comes and tries to solve the problem. I find him extremely enthusiastic, and his enthusiasm is very infectious as well. So if I'm forced to name someone, I would call out his name, but it's not the only one. Everybody here is highly enthusiastic. I think it's the culture that Accenture brings, right? And it's a culture that has been there for so many years. It's now become DNA into everyone who walks in here. And that culture is very, very infectious. So I think the enthusiasm is built into it, right? Because also I think Accenture's philosophy seems to be about, it's not about worrying yourself sick when things don't go right. It's about huddling together as a team when things are not right and ensuring that things are back on track. So that positivity is always there with everyone. No one is worried about, will I fail? Because the system doesn't let you fail. The teams don't let you fail. They all come together to help. And I think that's a very positive atmosphere around.
Party person?
Party person? Actually, I'm not such a party person. I like small groups, a lot of music, relaxing, that kind of stuff. I'm not a very party person, but I do like dancing. So once in a while, I'll get out and go dancing with friends. But I'm not a regular late night person at all.
Okay. Any message for the young people through this potpourri?
Message for the young people? Yes, life brings a lot of challenges, right? And the best thing you can do to yourself is stay positive and highly enthusiastic and motivated. Don't let anything get you down. Don't judge yourself by the way other people judge you. Have your own sense of what makes you happy, what gives you that sense of achievement. It's about how you feel about life, right? And never let moments that are not interesting in your life decide the rest of your life, right? Just live it like you're going to have a great life in future. So that's it. And try new things too. My little advice to young people is, which they already know, don't be shy of trying new things.
Thank you, Charulata. Thanks for your wonderful chat with you. It was awesome meeting you on this offline, and it has actually inspired us so much to me, and I think it will inspire so many other people young people, talented. Thank you so much for your time. Keep inspiring us like this.
Thank you, Gayatri. Thank you so much for your time as well. But you started off by saying 73 questions. You have to sometime tell me, did I pass or fail? Have I answered everything correctly?
Okay. Thank you so much. Sure.
All right. Bye.